Babe, what you cooking?
Well, I'm glad you asked. We have, remember when we went to Reuben's?
Yeah, I love that place.
They specialize in Cochinita Pibil tacos,
Ooh, yummy.
which basically means melt in your mouth pork. We're gonna try that.
All right, let's do it.
All right, a lot simpler than you think. We're gonna make it in an instapot, but a lot of people at home, if you want to use this in a slow cooker, make everything ahead of time the night before in a gallon bag, put it in the fridge. That morning before you go to work, throw it the whole bag in the crock pot. When you come home, you're gonna have the best tacos in the world. We've made these before, they're delicious. I'm gonna make them for you tonight. I'm gonna show you how to do it. So then next time when we have company coming over, you're gonna make them.
That's a lie. I'm never gonna cook. He won't allow it.
So let's get this started. By the way, the reason she says, as we put in 1/2 cup of fresh orange juice, the reason I don't let her cook, when we first got married.
Hey, we don't really want to talk about this one.
Oh, but we're gonna. The first thing she made me, you think we're poor now, you should see us that we were very poor.
Oh my
But my new
goodness.
lovely bride was gonna make me some meatloaf. 1/2 cup of apple cider vinegar.
It turned out great when he was out of town.
You know where I'm going with this. So this is just gonna be for a little bit of tang. My lovely bride decided to cook. A for effort. And meatloaf took hours to make. Finally, she gets done. She brings me a plate, has all the lights off. I'm thinking romantic, you know, we're newlyweds, life's pretty good. And I know she doesn't have a plate. We're very sweet. Let's make sure the man of the house, last time I was ever the man of the house, was that night. So, really dark. She's stumbling around, bringing me my plate. I take a bite of her meatloaf. This is the worst thing I've ever eaten in my life.
We really shouldn't be talking about this. I could probably get arrested for poisoning.
So, I don't want to say anything because she put her heart and soul into this. So I stumble my way, getting bruises, get to the fridge, get some ketchup, lob that on there. You can cover meatloaf with ketchup. I go back, take another bite. It's the worst thing ever. So I gotta turn the light on. I can't do this anymore. I look at it, my meatloaf is raw.
Shh. Don't tell anybody.
She's crying. She feels so bad. She had this special meal plan. Her heart was into it, A for effort. I love her to death. So I went, she said it just wasn't cooking. So I go over to the stove. It's on 350. The ingredients were great. The stove's at 350. She forgot to turn it on. This is the old-fashioned one. Like I said, you think we're poor now. We were really poor then.
Yeah.
So our stove had 350, but just had to turn it on, off, broil, clean, all that stuff. She forgot to turn the oven on. So it basically sat in the oven for a couple hours.
I really hate when he tells this story, to be honest. I really do.
It's a great story.
It's not.
She actually does cook some things very well. All right, so we have 1/2 cup orange juice, 1/2 cup apple cider vinegar, just a little bit of tang. We'll also put in 1/2 cup. By the way, if you make a whole pork butt for a crowd, you can double everything we're putting in here. But for this is what we're doing. We're going to put 1/2 cup of lime juice. I'll show you one because this is very, very tricky. If you need me to do it again, I can, but always, you just do that. All right. The rest of these we're just going to skip through.
Yeah, I'll edit it out later, don't worry. Oh no! I guess he's doing it by hand.
I can see my muscles. It's not going to go well.
You need help with that, baby?
See, this is what I live with. 31 years. Really the man of the house.
Better get on Amazon and order another one of those.
Amazon Mexico. Thank God for that. Okay, fresh lime juice. All right, let's put a little more of these in here. Again, we'll come back. All right then, 1/2 cup of orange juice, 1/2 cup of vinegar. We used apple cider vinegar, 1/2 cup of lime juice. Amazon Mexico. Oh God, why is it that strong?
Yeah,
All
you
right.
guys missed the show. It was awesome.
All right, so achiote powder. Adobo seasoning, red stuff that's on a lot of all the Mexican foods when you see that red stuff. You know, adobo seasoning, that red mix.
Yeah, have you heard of that before? Yeah, me neither.
Adobo seasoning. We're only going to use about half of this packet. You can get this at any big box store. You can get it at any Mexican restaurant or any Mexican food place and stuff. We're going to use half of this. It's less than $1. Super
Look
cheap.
at peas.
Yes. That's why I said achiote paste.
Oh, I thought you just said seasoning. I didn't hear you say paste. Sorry, folks. Let me not interrupt him anymore.
Meatloaf. All right. So now, some nice special seasoning blend. Put a couple tablespoons of that in there. If you don't have this recipe, which is the bomb, everybody wants it, it'll be your Christmas gift. If you don't have that, put in maybe half a teaspoon of cumin.
Yeah.
Make a mental note. Cumin, coriander, smoked paprika, garlic powder, if I could say that.
Yeah.
Onion powder, salt, pepper, maybe a bay leaf, maybe a little bit of cinnamon.
Pretty sure he's talking to you guys because I'm not going to remember it.
She's got this. All right. So now, again, use a blender if you're going to put it in a gallon bag. But in the Instapot, you really don't have to worry about it because it's going to work really good. So we're just going to do a little whisk.
So wait a minute. How come you gotta put it in a gallon bag for the crock pot, but you can just whisk it in the
It's the
Instapot?
pressure of the Instapot. You don't need to marinate. This, I tell you what, I love my crock pot. This Instapot, I'm gonna make life simple. This is the way to go. Anyway, so you put the whole thing in if you're gonna do that. Put it all in a blender. Life's good. Seasoning, those 3 juices.
Alright.
Now you're gonna put it in your meat. Tell me, if you want to feed an army, get people coming over, get a pork butt. One of the cheapest cuts of meat you can get. We're not using a little pork butt because it's the 2 of us. So I just got basically a pork butt steak, and then I just cut it into a few pieces. Crock pot style. Put it in the morning. When you come home, it's ready. You can do that.
It's so simple. Yeah, so simple.
That's done. We're gonna put the lid on. We're gonna start it.
You can do that. I cannot do that.
You can do this. She can do this. Put the lid on. We're gonna start the Instapot. 40 minutes, and then let it natural vent. The thing will be so soft and tender when you pull this out. It's gonna be delicious. All we have left to do now is we're gonna put this up. Renee is going to pickle the onions and pickle the jalapenos that we're gonna put on top of it.
Oh, no. I'm going to grab the ones he's already made out of the fridge.
No, that's a different. Hey, so I may have made some yesterday in case you don't know how to pickle like she doesn't, but she knows how to pickle her liver. But other than that, sorry.
Well, cheers, folks.
Cheers. All right, let's take a drink, baby. By the way, today is a momentous occasion.
Oh.
Today's
Yes,
the
let's
last
share that with
day
you.
we are posting a food video on 3 suitcases.
Yeah, we're gonna split the channels. We're gonna do a travel and we're gonna do a food. The reason for that
stuff
is
is growing. By the way, we thought our parents and possibly our kids would watch us, but it's growing. We're getting a lot of subscribers.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, by the way. And if you haven't, please like, subscribe, hit the notifications, share, all that blah 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 stuff. But this is great. It's growing faster than we thought. But the algorithms on YouTube are kind of goofy, so they don't want the travel and the foods together. So we're actually going to create a second channel.
Yes.
So all of our subscribers on 3 suitcases, which I'm always going to represent because I'm still going to be in that if she'll allow me. We're still going to travel. We got some great trips coming up. So 3 suitcases, rock on. That's our heart and soul.
Yeah.
But we love having the food, the fun with the food. So we're going to do this. We're going to start another channel. If you're a subscriber to 3 suitcases, consider becoming a subscriber on what you
Yeah,
can
if
do.
you're enjoying the food and you have tried it and you think it's awesome, even if you haven't, we still have more recipes coming.
We got some good stuff coming.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
So this is fun. This is the last one. This will be on both channels. And then starting the following video, that's going to be on What You Cooking, Babe.
All
and
what
the
you're
3
cooking.
suitcases will be different and stuff.
Yeah.
It's going to help us with the YouTube algorithm, but nothing's going to change as far as what you're viewing.
Right, right.
So this will be a good time.
Oh, and hey,
Someone, they wish to remain anonymous, but someone donated to buy me a coffee.
thank you.
Yeah, I don't want to get emotional, but this is thank you very much. I mean, we really need the customer support, the subscribers, the viewers. We thank you guys very much. But anyways,
appreciate
so
it.
there was a great donation from someone.
Cheers
so
to
thank you.
someone.
Cheers to someone. Hope everybody's a subscriber to both channels. And again, we're going to keep moving forward. Enough of that.
Yes, let's get to the cooking. Let's get to the
this
cooking.
started. In the meantime, we're going to pickle something other than our livers, which if you've watched our videos, we do well as we eat and travel around Mexico and hopefully the world someday, who knows.
Hopefully the world.
But we're going to make some pickling. If you've done it at home, it's going to
Skip
be boring
this
for the
part.
next 2 minutes. But if you haven't, you'll be shocked at how easy this is. You'll be like, oh my God, how have I not done this? And pickled onions are huge down here.
They are.
They're on
They're in
everything.
everything.
They're kind of a side, like an accompaniment to a lot of
Yeah,
things.
they are. They're like a little, like instead of getting coleslaw, you get like pickled onions off to the side, or and it's on everything.
Yeah, so it's going to be great. So we're going to do this, and since we got the pickling spice ready, we might pickle a couple other things. Let's see what happens. All right, we're back. Teach Renee how to pickle something other than a liver. This is the easiest thing we're ever going to do. Red onion, that's it. Okay, cut off the ends, cut it in half. We're going to cut this as thin as we can. We just want little tiny slices. Look at that. Okay, we can do this without trying. Not going to bore you with this. We'll either cut it out or fast forward it, but I'll show you. Be back in just a second with what we do with this. All right, there we go. 1 red onion, thinly sliced. Take a ball jar. We're not canning, we're just pickling. Take your lid off. Shove these in here. Don't need to look pretty. We're going to jam them in until this jar is completely full. This whole onion should fit in there. Loosen them up a little bit, get them up in here. And you got to kind of wedge them in. These pickled onions, you'll find yourself all of a sudden you're putting them on not only just your tacos, maybe even a side thing, but you're going to be putting them in on a burger.
Your
On your
salad.
salads.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great with salads.
They're good with salads.
So make as much in here as you can.
Is there going to be any room for the pickling? Juice?
Trust me, there's plenty of air in here. I know what you're thinking. We want to get all this onion in here if we can. Wedge her in. Try to get all of it. This was a pretty good sized onion, but we're pretty close.
I'm not sure he's getting any pickling juice in there, folks. But I trust him.
Hey, either follow this recipe or her meatloaf recipe. It's up to you.
Hey, we can quit bringing up the meatloaf at any point in time now.
By the way, when the camera was off, yes, I got yelled at because she didn't know that was coming.
No, I didn't. Have you watched the Who Are We video? I don't like to cook. I try and I don't like it. There are a couple of things I can make. There are a couple of things I just don't even try to make. But this is...
I came out of the office the other day, she was standing in front of the sink. I thought she was going to do dishes.
No.
Damn near had a heart attack. So
You
I gave her
know-
some shit. She said, I know how to do dishes.
I just don't like to do them. However,
Look at this.
let's be honest,
The
babe.
entire red onion
I know,
is
but
in
you
this
haven't even
jar.
put the pickling in there yet.
Alright, so let's wipe off our hands. Oh, hey, check this out.
Anyways.
The
Oh,
other day-
Viva Mexico.
Viva Mexico, the other day, Mexican Independence Day.
Yes.
Speaking of pickling the liver, we might have been there. But you know what? We're having fun.
Yeah, but we didn't get to do the fireworks like we wanted to. We thought Puerto Morelos would have fireworks and stuff, but we never got to see it. We kept hearing how loud it was going to be all weekend.
Fireworks when we got home.
It didn't happen.
Alright. Alright.
He's so stupid. Do other women deal with men like this?
Alright, guys, help me out. cup of water, 2 tablespoons, let's go with that, of pickling spice. If you don't have pickling spice, no problem. Put a little bit of teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of sugar, teaspoon of peppercorns, maybe a little bit of red pepper flake, just some stuff you got in there, maybe a bay leaf, whatever you want.
You can get pickle spice at Walmart. It tastes better with the pickling spice.
Okay.
We've tried it the other way.
Cup of water, pickling spice, and a cup of vinegar. If you're going to use white vinegar, go ahead. I prefer the apple cider vinegar. It still has that white and that vinegar flavor you want, but
Sweetness.
it's a little bit more sweet. Yeah, absolutely.
It's a little sweeter.
So,
That's your mixing spoon, huh?
my editing assistant didn't bring me out a spoon, so that's what we're gonna mix this up with. All right, so now, as you watch me make a total mess, we have an entire thinly sliced red onion in here.
Sorry, folks. I'm over here swatting a mosquito. See?
They're bad tonight.
I know, he's right there.
It's probably because my wife is so sweet.
That's exactly what it is.
All right, fill it up to the rim. Put your lid on. We're not canning, we're just pickling. That's it. Give it a little shake. We're gonna go put this in the fridge. Hour or two, it's ready. Tomorrow, be perfect. Keep it in your fridge for 2-3 weeks. It's plenty good in there. It'll
If
soak
it
up
lasts
a
2
lot
or
of
3
vinegar.
weeks,
If it
let's
lasts
be
2 or 3
honest.
weeks. But we have this, we have everything out, so lo and behold, we're here. Let's do a little pickling thing. Cochinita Pibil's cooking. I have a special dinner coming up for Renee in a couple days. So, as a side on that, I'll show you when we get to that one, but we're just gonna make some vinegar onions. Cucumbers, look at this, we're gonna load this up with cucumbers. Slice of onion, white onion. Pretty thin. I actually have knife skills, but the way we're cutting these doesn't require it. Literally just chopping it. Put some of this in there.
And we do love just the cucumbers and onions and like the Italian seasoning too. So we always have cucumbers and onions around. But the pickled ones,
Cucumbers are amazing.
They are.
Put them in your water, put them in whatever you want. Look at this, put a little bit of onions in there. Jam all this in there. Finish up the rest of our cucumbers. This is just one large cucumber. These aren't the small ones. These are the big ones you find at the store that I'm gonna make some sort of jokes. They're those cucumbers. Bam, that's full. Same pickling seasoning.
do you need to get some of those things at the bottom or no, you're good?
There's some in there. They're gonna blend around. We're gonna I'll let that sit together a little bit. Good. Couple weeks in your fridge, plenty good. Definitely good for a couple days. We're gonna have this soon. All right, let's do one more. Pickled onions. That's gonna be great for our dinner. Pickled cucumbers, some vinegar, pickles, cucumbers with some onions. We're gonna have a dinner in a couple nights. But you know what? I want some pickled jalapenos to also go on it. So I sliced up a jalapeno. We're not gonna use the stem piece, but everything else, seeds, stems, and all, right into your glass. Shake it up a little bit. Garlic. I want to add a little bit of flavor. Again, how do you open garlic? Let's pop this off. Of course, this one's gonna be stupid because I'm trying to do it on video. But once you pop the skin like that, there you go. Now the skin pretty much peels right off. It's garlic. So now this one, I'm gonna cut it a couple little chops. Throw it in there with the garlic or with the jalapenos. A little flavor, a little bit of juice left, so why not? Handy dandy spoon. That tough. Anybody can do this. I can do it. She can do it. I promise you, you can do it. Like, subscribe, share, hit the notifications, all that good stuff. 3 suitcases / moving forward. What you cooking, babe? Let's get this in the fridge and we're gonna be ready to start shredding. It's really that simply. Instapot's done. Everything's pickled. Everything's put away. Now it's time to eat. Instapot's ready. I'm gonna shut this off. Pork looks wonderful. Smells delicious.
It does smell delicious, babe.
Right? So, I'm gonna take these 2 forks. It's gonna fall apart tender. In the meantime, we'll take one more really quick break while I'm shredding this. And this is part of the show that I put Renee to work. I'm gonna have her go in and toast us up some tortillas. And we are gonna come back with a plate full of food.
I see he's using forks, but I'm pretty sure I bought him those meat shredders. I don't know why he's not using those.
I will, but this is in this spot. Easy enough to do. Should fall apart. Make some tortillas, woman. We're gonna eat.
We'll be back. Might be burnt tortillas, but we'll be back.
All right, we're back one more time. Gonna have some dinner. Plate. She did wonderful, by the way, just so you know. Here's your tortilla.
I burned my finger.
She was complaining about burning her finger. This pork, literally I didn't need to use those tongs because it's fall apart tender. It's silly how soft and tender this meat comes out. Look at that. The adobo, achiote paste, just kind of blends in, melts in. We're gonna fill this one up for you, baby.
Alright.
This may look like a solid piece. Literally that will just all fall apart. So there's that. Pickled onions with me. You can see how quickly this already starts to get a little purplish to it.
Is that my plate or your plate?
This is your plate. Would you like to do this or you want me to?
No, you if you wanna serve me up, you can.
Oh.
Feeling a little spoiled
It's
here.
like every night.
Oh.
I swear that's all I do is serve my baby.
Yeah.
It's out of the way of the show. There's that. Put a couple pickled jalapenos on there for her. With the garlic. She is not as much of a spice person as I am. We'll just put a couple on there. Would you like the habanero?
No.
This stuff is great. We're gonna make some homemade stuff, trust me, that's coming up. But as much as I love the habanero, she's gonna stick with the mild red salsa.
Yes, I am.
So, we got that. We got a lime in case you want to move it on there. We got some refried beans.
I'm
We're
not
not
gonna
gonna show
lie.
you eating. We're gonna show you having us eat the refried beans.
I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I
Try it for life.
I just want to meet.
So you can never get enough
It was
of my meat.
really good.
Alright.
You can't say
Ouch.
that.
I think you're allowed to.
I don't think so.
Alright.
Yay.
I'll
What
make
am I
plate
gonna
here.
do?
I'm gonna make plate here in just a second.
I don't have a fork.
I just want you to take a bite of this taco for the camera.
No. Guinea pig over here.
Our
I
shot.
liked it so much better when he ate his own food prior to me eating it, but I will do this.
Our shot at Ruben's Cochinita Pibil. And
Got a little bit of onion in there. Oh my god, you guys. The meat was really good, but in a taco, heated shell, pickled onion rings, a little spice from the jalapeno. My god, it's yummy. Sorry I'm eating with my mouth full, or taco with my mouth full.
for what you
That's so
cooking,
good.
babe. Again, I love it when she stops talking. So, but for what you cooking, babe, please like, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. But Thanks for being part of this. We'll see you with our next video.